Hey girl, hey.
Hey, what's going on with you? How you doing?
I am I would say it's been an interesting afternoon.
Yeah, it's Monday. And
It is a
it's a
Monday.
Monday. Yeah.
Yeah.
My Monday
it
was
does-
great. I loved it. I got kudos for my sales. So I didn't tell you. So like I get halfway through the day and I'm making my calls, right? So if you don't
Mhm.
know, you guys, I'm an insurance sales rep. I do group sales. And I'm sitting there and I'm making my calls and I actually just got into a meeting with my manager and we're doing
Yeah.
a one-on-one. She's giving me a little bit of coaching and I love her. She's so sweet. She's like, yay, you're so great. And I'm like, thank you. I appreciate it. Yay. Somebody
Right.
else. And as I'm talking to her, yeah, I got a request that came through for like 27 people for three different lines. And I'm like, oh my God, yes.
That's awesome,
Yeah,
yo.
yeah, right out the gate, right? Just oh my
That's
God, I loved it.
awesome.
I loved it. And I'm talking to like one of my coworkers that started with me, and he's just like, he's like, you are killing it right now. I'm like, I don't know how. It's all through the grace of God. It's all through the grace of
Absolutely.
God. It's all through manifestation, all of that. And which we've
Yeah.
talked about that before, right? With manifesting.
Right.
So I was sharing with him that I have my board. I have my because you do vision boards. You do
I
vision
sure
boards.
do.
You
I
sure do.
love them.
And so I'm not that creative to do a vision board. So I actually have a dry erase board. So I have all my stuff scribbled out. And I was talking to my coworker. I was like, I had on my vision on my chalkboard, right? Dating ourselves. I have
Right.
on my dry erase board that I wanted to make a certain amount, and it's projected with my sales to make a good percentage over that. And so he's just like
That's
killing it.
awesome.
He's like, yo, he's like, with these numbers that you're pulling, he's like, you're gonna be beyond that by the end of the year. And I'm like, I hope so. He's like, how? I'm like, I talk to people. That's what I do. I talk.
Yeah. Yeah. And honestly, that is a benefit. Like, I feel like that job is perfect for you because you're able to just talk,
I do. I get it. And what's crazy, what I love about it is I talk and I can talk about anything. I spoke to a man today and I was like, what kind of phone do you have? He's like, are you allowed to ask me that? I am. And I just did. How about that? But I do relationship building. That's what I do. I talk to people,
Wow.
Make them comfortable with me. It's what a great salesperson does.
I do too, in a different way. Like today, one of my 4-H families, she was coming to record her presentation, but she wasn't feeling well. And her mom showed up and she brought me some flowers and a card. And I was like, oh, you're pulling at my heartstrings right now. Like, it's that relationship building. But this is a family, I've known her since she was like 9 years old. And now she just graduated. So I attended her graduation.
Yes, I was
and yeah, like it was so touching. And so it's like a refresher because sometimes, I can admit, I get frustrated at work.
Yeah.
I get frustrated, I'm tired, and it's like, okay, I need something to re-energize me. And it always comes right on time, on time. And again, it's about that relationship building, like rebuilding those relationships over the years. And really, you almost become a part of their family.
Right.
Yeah.
And you know what? And I will say, I think that that's perfect for you because you're great. You're great with families. You're great with kids. You're great with people. People just love you because you're so sweet. Yeah. You're such a sweetheart. Not me.
Yeah.
They talk to me because I just talk their ears off about anything. Like, hey, what's going on?
What's the weather like?
I do. I've learned that. Listen, so we were talking earlier, right? I'm just saying it looks bare. It looks.
Yeah, she's trying to get her birthday plan.
Hold on now, because your birthday came up, and you know what I did? I said, "Here's some money. Go get what you want." I love it.
You sure did.
I did.
You sure did. You did.
I did. I said, "Here you go." I was like, "Here's $50. Go ahead and go make a trip." Right. I just want a simple snake plant right here. That's all I want. No,
you know what? I can be that friend. I can be that friend.
Be
Because you
supportive.
did. You looked out for me for my birthday.
Supportive. That's what I'm talking about. I just want a snake plant here. Because it looks bare and I don't like it.
Yeah. Snake plant would be great. A snake plant or like a fiddle leaf, hitting up one of our favorite nurseries.
I can take a few of whatever. Whatever.
I'm trying to get that clipping of that fiddle leaf right now.
You need to get on that.
I've been trying, but it's like, I don't want to get it and I totally like mess up. Because
here's the great thing. If you mess up, it was free. You didn't pay for it.
Yeah, but what if it mess up the real one that's at the office?
They don't care. They do not care.
No, they do. They won't even notice, like, oh, a part of it's missing.
Right. Do they even water it? Who waters the plant? They don't care.
Oh, we got waterers now. They come like all the time.
They're not part of the office. Bye. 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 They don't care you.
They're probably like, ooh, one less plant.
Yes. I don't got water, nothing else. That big ass plant that was just there.
Yeah.
I'm saying, go on and get the clipping, girl. They ain't gonna notice.
Right.
They ain't gonna notice. As much stuff as they got around there, they are not gonna notice.
Not at all.
For that.
Not at all. Yes. All right. So the reason we're here is kind of tied to this whole relationship building that you were talking about with sales, but with dating and relationship building in our personal lives, that romantic life, girl.
Sucks.
What happened, girl?
It sucks. It sucks. No, I've been meeting quite a few amazing men lately. Really, really amazing men. They're just not amazing men for me. I know what I want, right? I've settled. Oh, I won't say that because that's not nice. I'm not gonna say that. I said no. Fuck it. I settled. It is what it is. I settled. I'm going there. We're going there. All right. If they see it, hey, a hit dog a holler, right? They go holler.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
It's not my fault, right? Not my problem. Is that what we said? That was the theme? Not my problem.
Not my problem. Yes.
Right.
That's going to be the theme for the year. The rest of 2021.
Yes. That's your theme. Not my problem, because I do that well with no problems. Right. So that's your theme. We got to figure out what mine is, because I'm unlucky in love. No, I've been meeting a lot of amazing men. I've been attempting to go on dates lately, and it's just not there. I'm in a transition in my life where I'm trying to do big things, and I need somebody. I don't mind building somebody up. Let's start there. I don't mind building somebody up, but there's a certain level that I need somebody to be at with me so that we can grow together. And it's hard. It's really, really hard finding somebody that's like-minded, especially when you're accustomed to certain things.
Yes. Preach, sister.
It's so hard. And then dating with a purpose is even harder, right? Because it's on one hand, this is how I'm feeling. And then on the other hand, this is how they're feeling. And we're either meshing or we're not. And I haven't been meshing with anybody. And, it's on one hand, I want to say it's me. Like, I want, because we've talked about this, taking accountability and responsibility and ownership of things. And part of it is me. I know part of it is me. I have extremely high standards. But where I'm at in life, why should I settle for less than what I deserve?
Absolutely.
I've done that before. I've done it. I've settled, and it got me nowhere. It either got me heartbreak, it got me into drama.
Yeah.
And it left me feeling lonely and depressed. And I said, no more. Like, I'm not doing it. I'm not going to settle. The longest relationship I was in for 10 years. I was in that relationship for 10 years. Love him dearly, love him to this day, an amazing man. He's really great, but the great was great, but the not so great was not so great. You know what I mean?
Right.
And there was a lot of times where I spent by myself, and I realized I don't want to do that. Right. And then what ended up happening is the next person that came along after that, I had been, I was used to being in a relationship because I'd been in one for 10 years. I mean, that's a long time to be with somebody. I ended up
Absolutely.
settling for a situation that did not serve me afterwards. And that situation put a really bad strain on everything that I had. And here's the thing, right? When they talk about date somebody that's equally yoked, like they really mean that, because when you start dating
Oh,
down,
girl. Yeah. It
you
shows like you go down.
you go down like that situation. And I don't want to say that I dated down with that situation. However, I dated down with that situation. And had I allowed it to go any further than I did, that situation could have put me somewhere where I did not want to be. You know what I mean? Like, you have to be careful of who you attach yourself to, because when you attach yourself to the wrong people, they will screw up everything that you have worked hard for, right? And where I am today compared to where I was 4 years ago, I've come very far. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've come far in my life. I've come far in my career. There's so many different things. And now I'm ready to take that next step. And if you continue to settle, you can't take that next step. You can't do what it is that's necessary for you or the people around you or the situations around you. So that's where I'm at, right?
Girl. But I feel that because that situation reminded me so much of a guy I dated in college, and we dated for years. And I knew I didn't need him. And I knew I was settling. I knew as we were getting older, he wasn't growing, and I was moving. Like, if I was going this way and he was like this, and then he fall. But I'm still growing.
So let me ask this. While you were growing, was he attempting to grow, or was he just stagnant? He just wanted to stay in one place and did not want to do anything? Because there's a difference when you're elevating, right? And somebody's trying to, compared to somebody that's content with being where they're at and they have no growth and no potential. There is a big difference. So where were you at with that?
Now, he was growing. He was definitely growing in areas, but then there was other areas where I needed him the most, and he wasn't.
Right. So he wasn't a support system. So that's what it was. He wasn't a support system. Yeah.
Yeah. But you know how I'm that type of person. I am that support system for a lot of people. And I was that support system for him. Right. But I can't necessarily say that I got that same effort and energy from him.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so I lost a lot of myself from that. And I was young.
That's the other thing too, right? Because now we get involved in these relationships where we give our all to them and we get nothing out of it. These relationships are take. And then what do you have? Because now you're depleted and you can't even do anything for yourself. So I feel you. I feel you on that. I definitely, I've been there. I've done that. And I said, no more. Here's what's crazy, right? There was one relationship that wasn't even a relationship. We were cool. We were friends. And in this situation, I learned so much about me and what it is that I want in a partner and what I want for myself. And there's so much that I learned. And what's crazy is me and this particular person, we're associates to this day, right? He'll do like the normal check-in once or twice a year. How's it going? How you doing? How you living? Type deal. And I appreciate him for that. I really even though things didn't go down the way that I wanted them to go down, I appreciate the friendship that he had to offer because of him, I learned so much about myself. Yeah. I learned about what I want in a casual friendship. I learned about what I want in a relationship. I learned about who I am as a person. And it had like the most impact, right? It had the most impact.
Girl, that's my favorite word.
The impacts, girl, listen. When somebody can come in and make an impact on your life to where it changes your view of yourself, that says a lot. And like I said, even though it did not go the way that I wanted it to, or the way that I was hoping that it would have, I still value what he brought and what he taught me. And what he taught me and what he brought was something that I'd never had before. And it was simple, like what I've learned, because we touched on this briefly the other day, right? Where you made fun of me, hurt my feelings. You laugh at me. So mean. No, I'm a tough cookie. Nothing really hurts my feelings like that. But nah, like I used to be bougie. Like I used to be real bougie, with who I dated and all that kind of stuff. Go ahead, let it out. Go ahead. What you got to say?
I was whispering. I was like, used to.
I'm not that bad.
But it's like you said, you have high standards, and I don't think there's anything wrong with you having high standards.
Right.
To be honest. Yeah.
And this is the thing. I wouldn't say that what I have now is high standards. I would not say it, because I've talked to some people that they take what I take and then some. And I'm not that, oh, you get to spend $500 on a date. I'm not that type of person. There are some people that are like that. And this is not a pick me situation, not at all. But I do expect certain things. Like we were talking about it earlier, right? Yeah. I expect somebody that's going to make a plan. Make a plan. Make a plan, and then let me know something. It's cool to have those impromptu dates. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. I actually enjoy those, but show me a little effort. Show me a little effort. Show me something along those lines. And it's difficult because like where I'm at. So back to that person, right? We talked about this. Like when we went out, it was always something different. We went to premiere parties. We also went to Dave and Buster's. We, went to Miss Tootsie's up in Philly, but we also went to the local bar. So there was a lot of mix in there. It wasn't anything crazy or anything like that. But what I liked about that was we just enjoyed our time together. And that's what I realized. Like, I realized what I'm looking for now is somebody that I can enjoy doing nothing with while being with. You know what I mean?
It's like doing nothing but something, right?
Right.
But that something is that impact.
Right. And that's what I'm missing, because now, I'm going out with people, I'm meeting people, and I'm just looking like you put no effort into this whatsoever. None. The one guy that I was talking to, we'll see how things go with him. He's really nice. He's such a sweetheart. But like I said earlier, I've lived a life of seclusion, right? I've lived a life of seclusion. I lived a life where I was mommy 24/7. Like I was not a woman, you know what I mean? I was just a mother, and that was it. And there was nothing else to me. And I did not get to enjoy who I was. It was crazy is people would ask me, well, what do you like to do? I have no idea. I don't know what I like to do. Does it involve kids? Because I don't know. Are we going skating, or are we sitting out watching cartoons? Because I don't know what I like. But that, in all honesty, I laugh about it, but that's what I would tell people when they would ask me, what do you do for fun? I have no idea what I do for fun. I don't even know what I like to do for fun. And
even right now, like eventually you got to go pick up your son.
Right. I got to go pick up my son. Like I've gotten so lost in being a mother that I forgot what it was like to be a woman. Right.
Right.
And to be a woman.
Girl, you touched on something. That's a good point.
But it is. It's a really good point where you get so lost in being about others, and you sacrifice so much that you sacrifice a huge portion of yourself. And that's what I went through for a very, very long time. And when I went back to Pennsylvania and I was living there, that's where I was able to find myself and what it is that I realized I am not a party person. I don't want to be in the clubs. I don't want to be in the bar. But yes, it's fun. Sometimes it's fun. Sometimes it's good to do. It's nice to do, right?
Right.
But I ain't trying to sit around and watching cartoons all day either. I am a woman. I got needs, and I need somebody that's going to meet me somewhere in the middle there. And that's where I'm at with it. Yeah.
Huh. That makes sense to me.
It should make sense, right? It should make sense. But dating sucks. Like it sucks so bad.
Yes.
Because it's not easy anymore. Like I remember when it was easy. You met somebody, y'all talked for a couple of days, y'all went out on a couple of dates, and then all of a sudden now you're in a full-blown relationship. Now there's so many distractions. Like I go on dates and then I'm just sitting there and I'm like, when is this over? Like and it's to a point now, I don't even want to do first dates anymore. Like I don't want to do first dates anymore. I really don't even want you to bring the wow at this point. Like, let's go meet at a coffee shop. We'll sit down, have coffee. We'll talk about 30 or 45 minutes, and then let's make an agreement at the end of that. Do we want to move forward, or do we not just want to waste our time and go our separate ways? Because that's
Yeah.
how I feel sometimes.
I mean, and honestly, like,
You know,
guys know, like, they know as soon as they meet us, as soon as they interact with us, is this going somewhere? Don't waste my time.
and vice
Period.
versa.
Don't waste. Don't
you-
waste my time.
You know, when you're sitting down and you're talking with somebody, you just like, you ain't got a clue, and you just as I've had a couple of those too. Like, you just as dumb as you want to be. You poor little soul. Um,
Oh,
but you know within 45 minutes, whether you're sitting down talking to somebody, whether you want to continue on or not, you know if
right.
you're wasting your time, you know if it's somebody you just want to hang with. And I think at this point in life, I'm 35, I'm about to be 36. Like, I ain't got time to be sitting here playing with y'all. I don't got time. You don't got time to be sitting here playing with me. Say what it is that you want to say, and then keep it moving.
Yeah. Be about your word, yo. I'm saying be about your word, but really be about your actions.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens with this little situation that I got going on. He's such a sweetheart. He's so nice. But I don't know that we're on the same page. Like, I just what he wants.
Do you feel like y'all just have different ideas, or y'all have different? I know you're saying you started something about what he wants. What do you think it is?
I think we're at different places in our lives. He's
Okay.
such a sweetheart. He's so sweet. He has great intentions.
Mhm.
But like I said, I have spent the life of being in the house and not doing anything. And that's not the person that I want to, and I don't want to be that person, and I don't want to end up with that person. Like,
Yeah.
my kids are older. My oldest, he's it's not gonna be long before he graduates high school and he's off living his own life. My youngest, listen, she talk about she booked and busy. She got stuff to do. So there's times where it's just me and I'm sitting by myself. I don't
Yeah.
want to be cooped up in my house. I love my house. I put a lot of work into it. I've come very far, but I don't want to be cooped up in my house. I don't want to be cooped up in somebody else's house. I want to
Right.
get out and I want to do things. I want to enjoy life. And that's where I'm at. I want somebody I can enjoy life with and I can enjoy activities with. I spent so much of the last 16 years just being a mom, doing what kids do. You know what I mean? Now I think it's time, I'm approaching that time where I should be able to enjoy things that I want to enjoy as an adult and as a grown woman and not as just a
Mhm.
mother. And I think that's where we're at. And I think that's where we're at. And there's nothing wrong with the lifestyle that he wants to live, but
Mhm.
I don't want to live that lifestyle. I don't that's not my idea. I don't
Yeah.
want to sit in the house and watch movies all day long. I don't want to do that. I want to get out.
Like you said, it's just not where you are, and you would think for me not having any children, I would want to be out and about and stuff like that. And I do, but I just sit around the house, bored as ever, you know.
It's not fun.
No, like
It's
I want
not
to get out. I want to do fun stuff, Let's
Yeah.
go to the museum.
And I'm okay with that. We can go to the museum, we can go hit the park, we can hit the trails. I enjoy stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Right.
But it's not my idea just to sit around and do nothing.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with it at all. And I'm not saying that I want to rip and run the streets. I'm not trying to be up in somebody's club. I'm not trying to be up in somebody's bar or anything like that. But
Me
I
too
do
old for that.
too old, but I just want to experience life. You know what I mean? I just want somebody I can experience life with, I can enjoy life with, I could do different activities with, you know. Like the whole situation with us going down to Florida. Like, it was very impromptu, but it was fun. It was a hey,
Ah,
get up and let's go. And that's
yeah.
that's the type of relationship that I want. somebody that I could just say, hey, let's get up and let's go. That's what I want. Like, and I don't feel like I should have to settle for that and be
Mhm.
unhappy, because I might as well just stay single. I might as well
Right.
be by myself. Not,
Yeah,
yeah.
I understand.
So let's
And
see.
I'm definitely with you there. Like
Yeah.
where I'm at in life, I work all the time. I want to enjoy life.
Right.
I want to enjoy my time. So whoever it is that I'm dating, whatever that guy is offering, I want him to be willing to take those chances, and us do those impromptu trips or even just trying something different.
Different, right? Something that you've never done before, just to say you did it, you
Yeah,
know, just to
just
say
to
you did it.
check it off.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. And I think, like, for some people, it's hard to understand that as well. Um,
Mhm.
a lot of people, because some of the men that I'm running into is like, oh, I did all of this, and it's like, well, what do you have left for the person that you end up with?
Right.
What do you have
That
left?
part.
Yeah, because you've done everything that there is to do.
Yeah.
You got up and traveled the world, and you go to the nice restaurants, and that's the other thing. I just want somebody I can sit down and eat a meal with, or hit a festival with. Where I love festivals. I love
Mhm.
festivals. They're so much fun.
Give
But I
me
just
a brewery. Oof.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. Like, why do I gotta go to a winery with my girls? Like, why can't I have a
Right.
significant other to go, wine tasting with, or just get up and, hey, what you doing? Let's go to like this little unheard of town, and let's go just walk and see what this is all about.
Yeah,
Um,
absolutely.
yeah. So we got Amaria's birthday coming up. Trying to figure out
Uh-huh.
what we're gonna do about that. Look, she over here looking at me.
Like, ooh, you're
Uh,
talking about my birthday. What we gonna do?
I know, I know. Um, Other than that, I don't have anything else going on. We'll see what happens with these dates. There's a couple here and there that are talking something, but they're talking nothing at the same time. I hate
Right.
those. What are you doing, text? Nigga, did you make a plan or what? If you didn't make a plan, stop asking me what I'm doing. Like,
Yeah.
are we going out? Don't what you
Right.
doing me to death. Like, stop it. You know,
You know my schedule.
my schedule does not change. It does not change. And if I have nothing to do, I'll tell you I have nothing to do. But they kill me with that. The one person in particular, what are you doing? I want to see you. Oh, okay. Well, do you have something in mind? No. Well, how do you want to see me? Like, was that an offer? What did that mean? Yes.
Clear intentions and clear communication.
It's
That's what it's
simple.
all about.
It's
It's
simple.
very simple.
It's very.
Very simple.
It's not happening. It's not. It's not. Let me tell you, they will what you doing you to death, and I want to see you. Like one guy, I was like, "Can you talk?" He's like, "No, I'm with my boys." Then why don't you hit me up when you got time and when you ain't around nobody? He's like, "It's like that." Yeah, yeah, it's like that. I don't have time for this.
Absolutely.
I don't have time for this. I got stuff
Mhm.
to do. Um,
Yeah. Yeah.
these intentions, they're non-existent at
Yeah.
all. At
That's my number one thing is you got to be intentional. I feel like that with anything though.
Yeah,
Anything you do, it's all about being intentional, whether it's dating,
your career.
family, work, yeah, everything.
Yeah.
If you're not intentional about what you do, I feel like you're not successful.
You're not serious and you don't
Yeah.
care, and that's when
Yeah.
you're not serious. It's just something to pass time until you figure out what you want, and I am not
Yes.
that one. Now don't get it twisted. I do the same thing, so I don't get mad. I think we talked about that too, where like one guy ghosted me, like he just randomly ghosted me. We Do you remember that one where we'd been talking nonstop, and we were talking all throughout the day, like
And then
great
he
conversation.
disappeared.
And then like poof, I don't know. And it's so funny because everybody's like, "You're not mad, you're not upset." I'm like, not really. Like I ghost people too. I do. And a lot of times it's not intentional. It's not, just stuff happens. Um, yeah, it is what it is.
I think I've ghosted a few. in
Yeah.
my time.
I've ghosted a few. I've ghosted a few, but a lot of them, either one, I just became really busy and they just did not understand, like, especially when I was studying for my exam. Like,
Mhm.
you're not gonna come before my career. Like, you're not. It's not gonna happen. Um, I've
Thanks.
come, I've come too far to go backwards, right?
Right.
And that was major for me because I put everything and everybody on hold in order to ace my exam, which I did. I aced it,
Mhm.
yes. But they didn't understand then, and then you got the ones that I just had one recently I was talking to where he just wanted to talk about head, and I'm like, no, like, go away, like, can we get to know each other first, like. But then sitting there saying he wanted like a whole relationship and was looking for a wife. I'm like, go.
Nah, you told me exactly what you want.
You did, and it's a matter of listening. And I
Yeah.
listen. I listen. That's part of my job. That's what I do for a living. I listen to people. That's how I make my
Mhm.
sales. So I take that
Right.
into my everyday life. I listen to people. Um,
Ah,
and so you're not getting over on me. Not to mention I got three brothers. I got three brothers, and most of my friends are guys. So it's not
yeah.
that hard to figure it
And
out.
then if we got questions, I call them. I call them my guy friends. Like, look,
What do you think about this? Listen,
yeah,
Mike is gonna be so tired of us talking about him in this podcast. He's gonna be so
Maggie,
sick of hearing his name. But no, Mike is one of my best guy friends, and I hit him up with everything. Like, this doesn't make sense to me. What do you think? And and
mhm,
he hits me with the truth, whether I like it or not. He will, and that's the other thing. Like, I surround myself with people who are honest with me. I'd much rather
yeah,
you tell me you're crazy and you got issues, right? And all of my friends do, especially when it comes to dating. They all call me out like, it's you're the problem. Really? Sure, it's me. It's you in this situation. Yeah, it's you.
all right. But everyone, thank you so much for tuning in.
Yeah,
Oh, we were too all over the place, but
we're
this is
definitely
really
all
how
over
we
the place.
talk. So it's what it is.
These are our conversations. And
Yeah,
what's crazy is you would think, as much as we talk, because we talk like 2 or 3 times a day, you think
yeah.
that we run out of stuff to talk about, but we don't. Um,
Nah.
we have several conversations like this and we literally just had this conversation. Yeah, not too long ago,
Yeah.
a couple hours
Not
ago.
too long ago. Kept on going. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
So
Well, everyone, y'all have a good one. And Ashley, I will talk to you later, girl.
talk to you
This is
later.
the Lotus Star Show. Bye.
Have a good one, guys.